Common threw shade at Tiffany Haddish. Right after her Chris Brown concert video went viral, he said he's finally with a woman who's grown, peaceful, and not out here looking.
Are you the marrying type? Do you think this one could be the one?
We're going there.
I like that in you. I like that.
You're different.
Yeah.
You just said it. You're like, I'm a different guy now.
Listen, I feel like I have grown, and the work that I've done on myself has allowed me to see that I am a marrying type. I am the type that I'm capable. I had a capacity, and I, at some point in my life, I may want to do that. I would know when the right time is.
Everyone knew who he meant, and the internet lit up. Petty, pressed, jealous. Common did an interview right after Tiffany Haddish went viral at Chris Brown's Breezy Bowl concert in LA. The clip of her dancing, front row, tongue out, wildin', was everywhere. She posted it herself, said she'd always be front row for Breezy. No shame, no filter, just having fun. But the internet didn't just see a vibe, they saw a target, and so did Common. In his interview, he started gassing up his new relationship with Jennifer Hudson. He said he's finally with someone who's grown, peaceful, low-key, and not out here needing attention. No names dropped, but let's be honest, the subtext was loud. Comments lit up instantly. He's talking about Tiffany. That's definitely shade. Still pressed after all this time? Why you watching her if you're so in love with J-Hud? Some tried to defend it, said it was just a coincidence, but most people weren't buying that, especially since Common already knew Tiffany's clip had people talking. Tiffany Haddish pulled up to Chris Brown's SoFi Stadium show in LA on September 13th. When the Jumbotron hit her, she owned it. Front row, dancing, tongue out, full body roll to pills and automobiles. She reposted the whole clip on her Instagram and captioned it with a little backstory. She says she told Chris 20 years ago, after a dance battle, that she'd be front row for life if God allowed it. But the internet didn't care. They saw the energy and called it thirst. She doing too much. Why is she acting like that at her big age? Desperate for attention. Then boom, Common drops his comments about loving low-key women. So now, Tiffany's night out, her moment of joy, became a headline. Just hours after Common's little mature woman speech, Tiffany posted a message that looked sweet at first but had fans squinting hard. She wrote, "Funny how some men chase the hardest when you go celibate. When you stop caring, that's when they start showing up." She said some men follow a 2-year cycle. They love you hard, then disappear, then do it all over again with the next one. And she's not wrong. He chased her for 2 years before she gave in around the start of 2020. By the end of 2022, they were done. And remember, just weeks earlier, Tiffany had commented exactly, "Hope they actually get married," under Common and Jennifer Hudson's couple post. Some thought it was support, most read it as backhanded shade. And Tiffany knew that. On her book tour for I Cursed You With Joy, Tiffany sat down and casually explained how one particular celebrity chased her for 2 years straight, then added the man had a 2-year cycle. 2 years on, half a year off. Erykah Badu, 2 years. Serena Williams, about 2 years. Angela Rye, around 2 years. Tiffany Haddish, 2 years. Now Jennifer Hudson, it's coming up on, 2 years. Fans called it, "She's exposing this man like a therapist." Common had been out here acting like he found something brand new with Jennifer Hudson, like he was finally healed and serious. Meanwhile, Tiffany hit the brakes and said, "This is nothing new. He's just on time."
He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower.
Tiffany told the truth. The relationship with Common, it only worked because the world was shut down. She said it was a lockdown relationship. If the world had been open, I would have been in the streets. She didn't call him toxic. She didn't drag his name. She just said what most people won't admit, that sometimes relationships only work when life is on pause. She shares her truth, gets labeled messy. He praises someone new, gets applauded as mature. And Tiffany saw it coming. She told everyone it was fun, but if outside had been open, I probably wouldn't have been in that relationship. Now fast forward to the Breezy concert. Tiffany's out there having fun, reposting clips of her dancing, and the internet, especially the blogs, ran with it. TMZ, Page 6, The Shade Room, Black Twitter, they all stitched it together. Tiffany dancing, Common's real woman quote, that exactly comment, her timeline breakdown of his 2-year dating cycle. And suddenly, The story wasn't about a concert anymore. It was about Tiffany still talking about Common, or worse, still chasing Common. And just like that, she went from front row hype woman to being painted as depressed, petty, and jealous. But here's the thing, Tiffany didn't start that narrative. All Common had to do was say 5 safe-sounding words. I'm with someone more peaceful. And boom, headlines everywhere. The message was clear. He's healed, she's thirsty. At least that's the image they tried to push. But Tiffany wasn't done. She was just getting started. Tiffany wasn't about to sit around letting people call her thirsty. When I go celibate, men chase harder. They buy the trips, they act more in love, they put in more effort. She doubled down too. I've never had this much attention from famous men, and I'm not even doing anything. Suddenly, the thirst label didn't make sense anymore. He looked pressed, she looked unbothered, and her message was crystal clear. She's not chasing him. If anything, he's still watching her. At the end of the day, Tiffany Haddish was just dancing at a Chris Brown concert. She bought her ticket, she showed up, she had fun, like thousands of other fans in the building that night. The blogs pushed it as a triangle. Common tried to make her look like the one doing too much. Instead, Tiffany exposed the pattern, flipped the narrative, and reminded everybody she's not the one pressed. If anything, he is. Because Tiffany Haddish isn't chasing anyone. She's living, she's laughing, and every time she shines, Common just can't seem to look away. Was Tiffany just dancing and minding her business, or did Common's little peaceful woman speech prove he's still watching her every move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe for more celebrity drama breakdowns, and don't forget to turn on notifications, because the next twist in this story, you know it's coming.